What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Hyacinith channel. I'm yours truly, Hyacinith, and welcome back to another video, if you will. This video was kind of planned and also kind of anticipated because I did ask you guys, but today we are going to be doing a 300 sub Q&A. You know what? Since this event is technically considered special and you guys get to ask me a bunch of questions, I decided to make a beautiful intro I've made in like 10 fucking minutes, I guess. Here's that intro, ladies and gentlemen. Roll the intro. Now, I wasn't initially going to do a Q&A, but like, I had like two options at the time that I could utilize. It was either a Q&A or go to stream, or streaming, if you will. Since I don't really have good internet here, I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna do a Q&A, boy. So here we are now, just doing a 300 sub Q&A. So before we start off, I do want to say thank you all so much for the amount of support I've received on this channel and all the overwhelming questions I've received on this video. I'm going to be trying my best to answer as many of them as I can, or all of them, if you will, and I'll see if I can, you know, make it entertaining while also be genuine and authentic as possible when I answer every single question. So let's get this Q&A started, shall we? So the first of our, most beautiful questions will be inquired today is by Lord Wetballs, and he asks, what is my relationship with my father? Why a beautiful relationship, of course. Like, mainly the flat-brained kind, but he's pretty good. He's a pretty good role model, per se. That's the most I can answer for that fucking question, I swear. If I laid on, that'll be fucking crazy. Another question is by my boy, War Machine Ogre. He asks me, what do you like to do in your spare time other than make videos? Honestly, typically when it comes to just like, you know, spending my spare time, I like to just like drive around in my car, just like doing whatever. Take some long walks outside and just like enjoy the nature as well. Hanging out with my boys, whether if it's in person or online. Play some chess on the side as well. I've been really getting into chess recently. It's really fun. I really suck balls at it though. I guess on the other side, I also play some games as well. If the game is good, I'll play it, you know? Something like that. Speaking of video games, my boy DJ Games on YouTube asks me, what are your favorite games? Honestly, my favorite game that I really like playing right now is Half-Life. I've been recently playing Half-Life on the MM mod. It basically just enhances the game's details and makes it more visually prettier, and I don't think I've ever stopped playing it in quite a while. Another favorite of mine that also relates to Half-Life is a mod that's actually came out a while ago. It's called Entropy 0 and Entropy 02. These games are quite new, but they're really, really fun. It basically just involves you playing on the other side of the team, like the bad guy, and you basically have to play in the perspective of the bad guy. If I ever just want to explode shit and just unwind for a while, it's definitely Gary's mod, Just Cause 3, Team Fortress 2, and, well, of course, my favorite, Terraria. So I guess that basically covers my favorite games, if you will. I have other kinds of favorite games, but if I were to list them, it'd be quite a long list. But to continue, Little Ol' Cookie asked me a question and says, do you like potatoes? I mean, of course, potatoes are epic. I love potatoes. They make some epic fries and epic other potato cuisines that I also enjoy consuming, if you will. In all seriousness, though, I do like potatoes. I just don't eat a lot of it. Like, oh, I eat at least monthly type thing, you know? It's kind of that thing, but Cyrix was here. I'm not sure if I said that right. He asked me, who inspired you to do commentary? If people have watched my main channel, my inspiration from commentary actually came from John Swan when it comes to the main channel, because I like to be very informative while also trying to give a documentary-esque type of situation when it comes to covering things, if you know what I mean. And for this channel, I was inspired to do this portion of commentary by Optimus and Poncho, and basically I just got the inspiration to just talk about whatever the fuck I want on this channel. And not gonna lie, I've been having a lot of fun with just talking about whatever the fuck comes to my mind and just talking about whatever people need to be criticized accordingly. And it's actually really fun, not gonna lie. But you know, moving on. Paradoxy, I'm not sure if I said that right. He asks me, what is your favorite anime? I don't really have a favorite anime, but I have been watching some other types of anime like Ace Attorney. I've also been getting into Attack on Titan because a lot of people in my friends list like suggested it'd be a good anime for me to watch, and I've been watching it. It's pretty okay. I guess I just need to watch a little more to understand what's going on, but it's pretty good. My boy Squid, word but robot, but it's actually Squid Lover 89. He asks me, what is my favorite My Little Pony character? I cannot believe I'm answering that question. But it's definitely either Fluttershy or Twilight Sparkle, just being real here. What is your height IRL? Well, believe it or not, I'm actually 10'9" and I'm made of pure muscle. No, I'm actually joking, but I'm actually 5'7". How long were you in the Brony community? I think I was in the Brony community for, I really wasn't in the community for, like, a lot of time because, to be honest, I thought the community was really shit. But if we're answering, like, how long I was watching the show, I definitely say, like, around 4th or 5th grade type thing, you know? Just that type of thing. I guess it just grown onto me like a good movie. Cash the Loser asking me a very good fucking question. He asked me, what is your favorite video you made? Honestly, on this channel, I definitely say it's the Vyond community's degradation. It's definitely one of my proudest projects yet, if it comes to, like, long-form commentary. But if I have to say, like, the proudest works I've ever had, it's definitely the Jalen video on my main channel. It's, like, a 30-minute video where I basically just talk about how Jalen's just being a big no-no word. I'm so proud of that video because I put a lot of effort into it, like scripting, editing, and voice work and stuff like that, and I just want to keep improving like that in the future, you know? And I've been trying to find ways to make a more active main channel content because it seems that right now I haven't uploaded in a whole year, so that's kind of interesting. If you had to choose in a different country than what you're living in right now, what would it be? It definitely would be Singapore. I'm not gonna lie. Singapore is really clean, healthy. And not gonna lie, I think I would actually have a lot more fun in Singapore than I am right now in the US, because goddamn, this shit sucks. Ricky Martinez asking me if bacon is the best. Not gonna lie, I think bacon's kind of shit. I don't really like eating bacon unless it's done right. Like, if it's bacon bits on a sandwich, then yeah, I like bacon that way. But if it's, like, burnt or just made too soft, I don't know. I just don't like bacon unless it's done right. Paradoxy asked me another question, and it says, are you still friends with Buzz, Bear, and Ogre? And for those that don't really know, this is relating to the whole thing with Sapphire. And yes, I'm still friends with Buzz, Bear, and Ogre, and Sapphire. To be honest with you guys, I think we should just look past this whole drama and not mention it for quite a while, because honestly, it just happened. I didn't know it was going to happen, and that's just the way it's going to be, you know? Nickel asks me, how did you discover the Vyond community in the first place? I think it was in 2021 when I discovered the Vyond community by Chase the Stick Figure, and you would constantly talk about why the Vyond community wouldn't do such things. So I decided to do a little research, and then henceforth, that's how I discovered the Vyond community. That was also the time when the other henchmen have also discovered the Vyond community. I don't know, if it wasn't for Chase, like, talking about the Vyond community, I wouldn't have not known about them until this day. Unless it was, like, another source of person telling me what the Vyond community is, and I probably wouldn't have been able to discover what the Vyond community was if Chase wasn't, like, talking about it all the time. My boy, James, asks a question, and he says, what is your favorite song? I actually have quite a lot of favorite songs right now. Like, one of them is, Nova by Let Me Know, Homesick by Dana Remember. Those are two good albums I recommend. I have other songs I like as well, but I can't think of them right now, so that's the best I can give you with them at the moment. But if you want to check out those albums, I definitely recommend it. Gobble asks me, what is your favorite childhood show? I had like 4 at the time when I was watching when I was a kid, I think. It was Lab Rats, Henry Danger, SpongeBob, and My Little Pony. Go figure. There's other shows I like watching too, but I can't really think of them right now at the top of my head, so that's the best I can give at the moment. Pogmess in Athens Studios 2039. He asks a question and says, who is worse, Jetta or Casey? First of all, what the fuck is this question? It's like comparing a serial killer to a shoplifter. It makes no sense, but if you want an answer, if it wasn't clear enough, Jetta, definitely. Jetta is definitely, like, way worse than Casey. Like, sure, Casey defends Jetta, but Jetta is remarkably worse than Casey, because he hasn't done anything terrible like that. He also asked me if he wants to be friends with me. Maybe. As long as you aren't annoying or boring, you'll be fine. Snaz the Man wants to know what's my favorite horror game, including the ones on Roblox. To be honest with you, I don't really play that many horror games, but the one I actually like playing the most, if it's with a friend, is Phasmophobia. And another one on Roblox is definitely The Mimic, for sure. Maruna, if I said that right, wants to know if I've ever heard of Ligma, and I've heard of it before, and to be honest, it's kind of sad because it regards of Steve Jobs, and it's kind of sad that Steve Jobs died of Ligma. King Flogger, ironically, wants to know how I met the Henchman. I met the Henchman a long time ago in 2020. At the time, it had a lot of different leaders, with Sapphire, Oops It Slipped, and II Astral, if I remember. That was also the time when I took part in their little drama that they were having with Chase the Stick Figure back in the time, and I was just honestly an onlooker on the internet. I was just watching this whole drama unfold, and I wanted to take part on what was going on, and I did. And I was honestly able to make good friends with the henchmen and everyone there. Over time, we've had leaders come and go, like Polican, Dingo as well. There was a lot of things that happened in the henchmen, and I honestly wish I could cover it all, but all the history is gone, and it's gone forever, so I can't really do much about that. Ramlin asked me if I'm a brony. I mean, if it wasn't able to be told by the pony OC I have on both channels, on my main and on this one, and on the thumbnail of this video that's being set on, then to answer your question, yeah, I am a brony. It's Volley, I think I said that name right. He wants to know how I know about Jeddah, and basically, I uncovered Jeddah a long time ago, and I think it was in 2022, when Chase would constantly defend her, and everyone was hopping on the I hate Jeddah bandwagon, and I decided to take part on that because I thought all the terrible shit she was doing was fucking disgusting. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I know about Jeddah. SquidLover89 wants to know how the henchmen formed. It basically formed a long time ago in 2020, as I've said, where Chase had made a rant on my friend because he just expressed his opinion on Fortnite. So that's basically how the whole thing started. We basically were just like criticizing him how stupid that was for making that video, and then he was just constantly arguing back and forth because that's what he wanted at the time, just drama. He wants to know what's my favorite food. Honestly, favorite food would definitely be like Alfredo pasta, chicken Alfredo, definitely. Chicken dumplings as well, good shit. And some lovely egg rolls. He also wants to know what my opinion is on him, and if I'm being honest, I don't know you too well. But from the time I've been talking with you, you seem like a really cool dude who has his shit straight. You're also really fun to hang out with, and even if it's the dumb shit that we talk about on the StreamYards that we talk on. And that's something to be commended for, my boy. This guy right here wants to know what's my ethnicity. I'm a white Christian, if that makes it any known. He also wants to know what's my favorite hobby, which I answered beforehand. The Bruh for Life wants to know why some innocent people are turning into untrusted pedophiles and such sexual predators in the whole Go Anime and Beyond community. Well, I guess it's just their weird obsession with children. To be honest with you, bro, I'm not quite sure why there's a bunch of predators in that community. Like, it's sad to see, considering that it's a community entirely consisted of kids. It's really sad to see. Unfortunately, like in every community, there are always going to be some bad apples who are going to soil the reputation of any community that's are a part of, you know? Just like any fucking community. And it's sad to see, but it's the reality. The Bruh for Life also wants to know if I've ever heard of Vidrin Frygate. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. The Poseidon Lord wants to know what's my favorite Nintendo franchise. Honestly, I have two favorites, if I'm being honest. It's definitely Donkey Kong, Mario, and Zelda, for sure. And that's basically all the questions I received. Sorry about the video being long, I just had to be very descriptive with my answers because I don't want an answer to be confusing as shit. But I do want to thank you all for watching this video, taking the time to listen in about what things I enjoy, what things or hobbies I like to participate in, and getting to know me a little bit more. Now you'll utilize that to go and find where I live or some shit like that. No, I'm just fucking with you. But I hope you all have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Oh my god, this is literally so black.